First time. First of all, chingona. Sazon grip. You got to get you a pair. She has so many cute pairs that I don't know. Like, there's only so many pairs of Pilates socks I can have made by someone that doesn't look like me. So I'm going to put on my Pilates socks, my Chingona Sazon Grip Pilates socks. I promise I'm not advertised or like this isn't an ad. I just love her so much. So I wanted to put something together that was something accessible. I have people from either where I grew up or different parts of the country that would love to take one of my classes but don't have the luxury of being in the area. Shout out best friends. You know who you are. And so why not put something together that no matter where you are, you're able to watch. And I also think that sometimes I put together flows, or as instructors, we put together flows, and they're so great. We love them. The class loves them, and then you never see them again. And I might use some of those same moves, but it's like kind of having a little bit of an archive of my classes that you could literally pull up whenever you want, whenever you're wanting to get a good workout in. I don't know how long today's class will be. I'll make sure to list that at the top of the class. Again, I'm brand new. First time using a mic. If one of my titties is out, let me know. I'm going to be myself. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Julie. I'm a Chicana. I became an instructor to take back wellness and health because it always has been for the Latina community. We just have been closed out of it. And so I want this to feel familiar. I don't want this to feel like you just went to some random white space studio and took a class, right? You're taking a class with me, Julie. Some of you may know me as the founder of Puro Pinche Pilates. So enough. Let's get to it, right? Let me get a sip of my cafecito. I froze it because where I live, it's hot as hell. And so by the time I'm done, it'll be at the perfect temperature I need it to be. So today's piece of equipment is a bouncy ball. Not everything that we're going to do is going to be with it, but I got the bender ball. There's a bunch of different brands. It's so funny because when I pull this out, people are like, what the hell are we about to do with the bouncy ball? You gonna see. Let's start by opening up our upper body. So I'm going to place it like if I wore a bra, maybe like about where that line goes is about where I'm going to place it. I'm going to start with my knees bent. My feet are flat on the ground, hands behind my head, okay? What I don't want is to have my elbows super forward or super open. I'm kind of looking for somewhere in the middle, okay? From there, I'm going to go back. So as I inhale, I'm going to try to lean my head back. And again, right now we're just opening up our upper body. As I take an exhale, kind of like a crunch. Again, inhale back. Exhale, crunch. We'll take a few more. We're just kind of getting cozy here. Each one, maybe I take a little bit longer, opening up my upper back. We'll take another 4. 3. 2, and then we add on. 1 more. Okay, on this one more, we're adding on. Every time I crunch, I'm going to lift one of my knees like it was going to tap my toes or my nose. It won't. And then I'm back down, and then I switch. Same thing. Exhale, I crunch. Inhale, I rest. Exhale, I crunch. Inhale, I rest. And we just keep alternating. Let's say for 8, 7. Make sure you're breathing. That's a big part of it. 6. A lot of the times people think we do that for show. We'll go for 5, but you're really working your deep, deep core through that breath. 4. 3. We stay on one side and pulse in 2. Next time I crunch, whatever side, I'm pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then I'm doing the other side. Embrace a little lonca. I know you see mine. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, can I do both knees at the same time? What? So you can keep doing what we were doing earlier, which is one at a time. But if you wanted to try this challenge, it's 2 knees at the same time. We take 5. We pulse in 4. Another 3. Another 2. By now you should feel your core warming up. Maybe one more, and I crunch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to rest. Take a second. By now, again, you're feeling a little bit of warmth. I like to teach in levels because we're not all the same. So you always have the choice to go back to what we're doing. This is really just like a different version of the single leg, except now our legs are straight. So it adds an extra layer, okay? But if this doesn't work for you, go for the dip bent knee. So again, exhale, I crunch. I'm alternating again. Yep. Exhale, I crunch. Inhale, I rest. Exhale, I crunch. Inhale, I rest. We'll go for 6. We pulse in 5. We'll take 4. Another 3. 2. You know what's coming. And I pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a second, girl. We're almost done. Or chula, they, girl, right? They, them, he, her. Everybody's welcome. Okay. Like I said, right? If I want to go back to a little bit of a modified option, I could keep my knees bent and I can do that double knee that we did, okay? If I wanted more, my legs are straight. Every time I teach this, I get nervous because I'm like, okay, girl, everybody's watching, eyes on you. So again, exhale, I crunch, both legs lift. Inhale, I'm down. See if you can avoid your legs from touching the ground. We'll take 6. And then we're crunching or pulsing. 5. 4. So chingo now, right? 3. 2. We pulse in 1. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my God. Okay. Sometimes people are like, you can remove the ball. Where do all these random number counts come from, right? I make them up based on how I'm doing and how much I can get through. Okay. Now, okay, the ball is going to go underneath my, let's say, sacrum or tailbone. So the big balance you want to find here is I don't want it at my booty cheeks. Okay, I don't want my cakes on it only. And I don't want it so high that only my lower back is on it. I want it somewhere in between. And you really won't know if you have it in the right spot until you lift your legs. So see if you can lift your legs. What we're going to be doing can be done without the ball. So if this isn't for you, remove the ball, do it without it, okay? From there, my legs are in a tabletop. That's just a fancy name for 90 degrees with my legs, okay? We'll start simple. I kick my legs to the sky, and then I'm down. For those of you on the ball wondering why the hell does this already feel maybe challenging, it's because you're on an unsupported or unstable surface. So your core, fancy name, stabilizer, Really all it means is it's stopping you from falling forward or side to side. So right now my core, even though it doesn't seem like it, is getting work because it's keeping me on the ball. Okay, now we go from straight legs. Okay, can you lower your legs? It doesn't have to be super low. And then I'm back up. I use an inhale to lower, exhale to lift. We'll take another 6. You meet me down in 5. Another 4. Also, if there's background noise, I'm sorry. 3. I think it's a neighbor playing with something. 2. I told you I was going to be real. We're not going to sugarcoat this shit. I'm not going to over edit it. Okay, next time you're down, you meet me there. Can I go for a flutter? I try to point my toes. If this feels crazy, guess what? I can point up a little higher to the sky, and it makes it a little easier. Up to me. Okay? We're here for 10, 9, 8. We're not done. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now legs together. Can you go up and under or crisscross? 10, 9, 8, 7, and then we're going to hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold at your lowest point. Point your toes. Keep that core nice and engaged. Try to stop your lower back from overarching, almost like you're pressing your lower back down to the ground. I like to press my palms down to help me as well. We hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Core warmed up yet? Okay, now we're going to move on to a little bit of a bridging series. Anyone who knows me knows this is my bread and butter. No one really likes bridging, especially on the reformer on the mat. It's a little bit more supportive. However, your body loves it. It's so, so good for you. I'll walk us through the movement and then I'll explain why it's so good for you, okay? So, I could do a bridge with the flat back. I'll move my hands just so you can see it. They don't have to be up here. I can keep them here. I just want you to see this part of my body, okay? So if I wanted, I could just go like this, lift my body back down, okay? The ball's between my knees. I'm just lifting my butt, lower back, about middle back, and then I'm back down. That would be called the flat back bridge, okay? If I wanted to go for an articulated bridge, kind of weird, but the visual that we always say that is just kind of paints a perfect picture is, imagine there's a glass of water on your pubic bone. So there's a copa, a little glass of water right here on your pubic bone, okay? It's just sitting there. As I tuck my pelvis, tuck my tailbone, you see how this is neutral, okay? This is me tucking it. All that water fell all over me. I hold that weird shape and I come all the way to the bottom, or to the top, I'm sorry. When I get to the top, I don't let my booty be the first thing to lead. You see how it's still in this like tucked position. I try to place down for my upper back, middle back, lower back, glutes, and tailbone. Now that was not perfect. It was my first one. We're getting warmed up, but I'll give you a couple more articulated versions. I go up, I'm at the bottom, I pause, I'm waiting for my exhale to melt. You see how my booty wants to start, but it's like I'm drawing it out, thinking about my spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. 2 more. Exhale, I'm up. Pause for an inhale, waiting on my exhale to melt back down. We're going to keep bridging, but on the next one, you're going to add a squeeze of the ball. So either flat back or articulated, I lift, I give that ball a squeeze, and then I'm back down. I'm going to fix my ball a little bit. Now keep working. Okay, we'll be here for a while. Again, my hands can be up here or down here, up to me. Why is this so beneficial? What is something that sets Pilates apart from any other types of movement, right? Lower back pain, great example, super, super common. what your spine, and let me keep going, what your spine starts to do is, or your body in general, is it overcompensates, right? So for me, I have lower back pain that I used to struggle with. I like to arch my back. It's almost like I'm avoiding using my lower back altogether, which is why my lower back used to hurt so bad. So in doing this, bridging, you might find maybe for you it's your middle back or your upper back that struggles getting on the mat. Keep working at it. It's not going to be a perfect, from the beginning. You're teaching your body how to properly lift and lower. Because if you think about it, nobody really teaches us how to move our body. We just go. We just sit. We just go. So that's my spiel. Squeezing of the ball, and then I'm back down. We'll take another 3. Meet me at the top in 2. Meet me on the next one. So I'm at the top. I'm going to squeeze that ball in. Maybe bring your feet a little closer. In. Keeping my booty up. I squeeze that ball in with my knees. In. For 10. We hold in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Next time you squeeze, just hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're doing that again. Don't clock out. Again, I lift to me, I either flat back or articulated bridge. I hold and I squeeze that ball for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hold. 10, 9. Like you're going to pop that ball. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm down. Slow, slow, slow. Don't think we're not going to be doing more bridging next time, but I spent a lot of time explaining. I think it's good for us to move on. So sometimes people like to bend their knees, rock side to side, kind of give their lower back a reset. We're moving on, so you can meet me at seated. Maybe grab a drink of water or a drink of your coffee like I'm about to. Okay, we're going to do some side lying work. We're going to do both sides, so it doesn't matter what side you start with. I'm going to lie on my side. I have choices. If I wanted to, I can lie flat, okay? If I wanted to, I could hold myself up like this. The full version would be to hold yourself up with your elbow and your forearm. Even me, if I choose this option, you're going to see that through the movements, I start to do this. It's natural. It's human. So you're going to have to constantly remind yourself. It's almost like you're in a side plank. That's what I like to tell myself. It's like you're in a side plank. So it's like I'm really lifting up. Okay? Any of the choices work. The ball is going to go behind my top knee. I'm really going to have to hold it as I squish it. My foot is nice and flexed. My knees are both bent. They're facing forward. My feet are flexed. Toes are also facing forward. Again, no me quedo relaxed. I'm nice and activated, okay? Make sure my titties aren't showing. Not that I got a lot, but okay. Hand can be here. Hand can be here. Sometimes I like to put my hand on my booty cheek. Why? So we'll start simple. I lift that top knee and I place it down. Less is more here. So some people think that they have to open super big. You're actually kind of, you're doing too much. You don't need to do that much. So I lift. Right when my cheek is about to open to the sky, I'm done. Okay? We'll take 8. Another 7. We go for 6. 5. We're up in 4. We hold in 3. Another 2. Next time I lift, you meet me there and I squeeze that ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, that's one crab. Let's go for the other version of our crab. So my heels are glued together in a Pilates V. That's just a fancy name for my heels. Imagine these are my feet. My heels are together and my toes are out. This is parallel. This is turned out Pilates V, right? So in that turnout, if I wanted, I can keep my feet down, okay? A more elevated or a harder option would be to lift my feet. So I can keep them down or I could hover them. Up to me, okay? From there, same thing. I'm going to open my top knee, close. See como me relajé? See how I just remind yourself, right? Great. You meet me up in 8, 7. You want those booty gains or not? 6. I'm up in 5. Don't let your heels separate. It's small, right? 4. Less is more. 3, 2. Next time I'm up, I hold. I squeeze that ball with both legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap it out. The white ladies in the class will tap their booty. Makes me feel a little outrageous, but hey. Okay, we're doing the other side. So let's flip on over. Same choices you got on the other side, right? I can lie all the way flat. I can prop myself up with my elbow, or I can go with the full version that's going to want to relax, but I'm going to remind myself to stay up, right? My knees are bent. The ball is behind my top knee, whatever that one is now, right? Let me pull my lonja in. Not that I'm ashamed of it. It is what it is, right? Okay, my feet are flexed. Toes are pointing forward. I'm nice and strong in that side plank position, right? We start with that first crab. Exhale. Whoop. Let me adjust my ball. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. You meet me up in 8. Another 7. 6. We'll go for 5. 4. 3. We hold in 2. Next time you lift, meet me there and I squeeze that ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We hold. 4, 3, 2. On 1, I hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the second one, right? Remember, my feet are in a Pilates V. I could rest them or I could hold them or hover them. From there, same thing. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. We'll take 8. 7. Another 6. We go for 5. 4. Another 3. 2. Next time I'm up, I hold and I squeeze up all. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. God damn. That was intense. Let's do a little stretching, okay? We're not done, but let's do a little in-between stretching. I always tell people I want you to show up for the cool down or the reset the same way you do for the work. So we'll do a couple cat-cows. Maybe 2 more. 1 more. Okay, this kind of gets us set up for the next thing, which is going to be face down. Let me think what the best angle, maybe this way. So this is one of those moves you kind of want to overthink because it looks super simple, but it takes some overthinking. So first things first. When I say pubic bone, I mean here. So imagine I'm laying on the mat, which I will be in a second. You could, instead of being here, you want to kind of push that pubic bone forward, and you'll see the way it looks on the mat. So this is just me relaxed. Okay, this is just me relaxed. This is me pressing my pubic bone down. You see how my booty engaged, my legs lifted, my inner thighs are engaged. Relaxed, I'm up. Okay, so this is how you want to be. Your body's going to want to relax. It's not going to want to stay up, so you have to remind it. Now, the thing with the ball, it's okay if it goes off your mat. You kind of just have it with your palms or maybe even your fingertips, okay? And you're going to look down, a little bit of fingertips, more palm. You're looking down. Right now, my spine is neutral, right? As I press the ball down, I'm going to lift, look straight ahead, and then as I inhale, I'm back down. Will you meet me up in 3? Another 2. Next time you're up, you meet me there and you hold. Can you just roll the ball away and towards you? Yep, you're keeping that pubic bone pressed forward, booty engaged for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a second. This is where people don't want to hear this spiel, right? But as a Pilates instructor, we're sneaking in a lot of spine work. We're working your spine in every direction. So right now we're doing back extension. Okay, so now we're going to do a little different but similar. So I press the ball down, I gaze up, and I'm going to hold. Can I flutter my legs? I hope my legs are in the shot, but if they're not, my legs are literally just doing that. They're just fluttering, like if I was swimming. Pubic bone pressed down. I'm gazing up, kind of like a boat with my, or parentheses with my body. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I rest. We got 2 more of that. You want the booty gazing up? Okay, otra vez. I press the ball down, I lift, and I flutter. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I rest. We got 1 more, and then I'm going to cool your asses down, okay? Otra vez. I press the ball down, I'm up. This time we're going to go longer. I'm fluttering. I'm moving slow. Can I go a little slower? Yep. Like I'm barely moving. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, chulas, let's rest. Let's cool down. Again, show it for the cool down the same way you did for the hard work. Forget about my ball. I will disinfect it when the time is right. Okay, let's start with the child's pose. So your knees are nice and wide. Your feet are closer together. It doesn't matter if your lonca comes out and you have the urge to pull it back in. Let it go, girl. You're just breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, maybe taking a second to acknowledge how strong you are, how capable you are, and that you fucking did that. Okay, meet me on all fours. I'm going to pull the lonca in. Meet me on all fours. Lift one of your palms up to the sky, and then I'll go for weaving it, pressing with my other palm. Sometimes I like to lift my leg and get a little bit of a bigger stretch on that shoulder. We'll do the other side. Perfect. We're going to go for a downward dog. I hope you can still see me. So again, I'm like in a big triangle. What I don't want to be is above my hands. I want to think chest to knee. So as far as possible from my palms, bending one knee, opposite, Just switching back and forth, stretching out the back of my legs. From there, I'm going to walk my hands back to my feet. And we're going to go for a Pilates roll down. This is the first one, but I'm going to do an actual one. So I tuck my chin. I'm rolling up nice and slow. More, let me fix this to make sure you guys can see. So more than me just coming up, down, nice and slow, okay? What I want to think about is my spine. So I'm nice and upright. My knees are going to have a little bit of a bend, so they're not locked, okay? They have a little bit of a bend. I'm going to tuck my chin, and I'm thinking about my spine here, melting vertebrae by vertebrae. Sometimes I like to put my hands on my finger or my thighs, just slide down. I keep my weight at my toes, not my heels, so think like forward. You should feel a little unbalanced. At the very bottom, and you may not go this far, right? I pause for a big inhale. Instead of here, as I exhale, I look up at my guka, okay? Tuck my chin, and I'm coming up slow. Same thing, my weight is at my toes. So I should feel a little unbalanced. The top of my head is the last thing that rises. And ta-da, you're a Pilates princess.